something today that this whole idea of stopping and paying attention to the other. I have been reading and doing some research and things on our coaching business. This is a great book on leadership coaching called Fierce Conversations by Susan Scott. And I was reading in chapter 2 today, and she has this like epiphany. In chapter 1, her second point, her second epiphany is simply that the conversation is the relationship. That conversation equals relationship. In this world that we are completely dominated by commodities, we live in a consumer world. So everything is constantly, and every message and all the noise is being bombarded at us for more things. And then our relationships, our phone rings, our text comes across, someone's trying to get our attention, or someone knocks at our door to sell us something. And our relationships can tend to be very transactional. What can you do for me? Our worth is what we can, purchase or do business with or buy. And we may have lost the complete art of stopping all of the busyness and noise and all of the measurements we have for what it means to do productive business, stopping and noticing the other person. That real relationship and real community and connection happens when we stop and pay attention. In my work with my students, university students online, I use this acrostic, and I'm not an acrostic guy. It's kind of dumb, but I have it written right here in front of me. It's just the acrostic of WAIT, WAIT. And it simply means, stands for why am I talking? Increase listening, noticing, paying attention to that other person. To move away from transactional relationships to something that's actually deep or formative or connective, and have real friendships. Even for people that we are meeting for the first time, to stop and go, hey, that's a person with a story. And they're not for my consumption. My server at the coffee shop, my server in the restaurant, the person at the gas station, the convenience store, the bartender, the barista. They're not there for my consumption. They're a person. Stop and notice them. This is the human dynamic that we lose in a hyper consumeristic transactional relationship culture. So just maybe some wisdom today. There's a scripture in Matthew 10. Jesus is talking, and he just says something about, what it feels like when someone pays attention is like someone gives you a cup of cold water on a hot day. It's in Matthew chapter 10. One of the least or most valued or the most scarce qualities that we give away in our busy, productive culture is time and attention. And when we stop and pay attention to the other, we pay in value and worth. Literally, when someone stops and pays attention to you and really listens to you, even just for a simple minute in the day, it feels like they're handing over cold cash to you. To what it feels like to receive that gift from another person. Paying attention is the kind of really simple, ordinary gift we can give away today, but we have to do it intentionally. Nothing in our culture teaches us to stop, slow down, and pay attention to the other. To me, this is part of what the good news of the real good life is all about, when we start to learn how to be authentic and true community to each other, not because we want something from the other person, but just because they have value and worth as another human in my day. And I want to experience that kind of meaning. So my encouragement, stop and pay attention today. The conversation is the relationship, and it's powerful and bears a lot of weight in meaning and real value in currency in our culture. Welcome to the Good Life.